How's it going? Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another special episode here on the Savior channel. That's right, Happy New Year 2020 is over. That's right, we can all hold hands together and sing some merry songs together and rejoice in the fact that yes, maybe we are entering a dystopia. Perhaps our governments are locking us down, taking away our freedoms, and a new great reset is upon us, but we can all rejoice and all be happy knowing that we have robots to take our place in the new civilization. That's right, 2020 is over, the breakaway civilization has begun, and the transition period is here. It was 2020, and now we can look forward to the brand new dystopia coming in 2021. That's right. It's great, my sinners. No, in all seriousness, welcome back, my sinners, to another great video here on the Savior channel. It's good to see you, and if you're new, which is very likely, consider subscribing. That would mean a great deal to me. And check out my music on Spotify, iTunes, and Bandcamp, whatever. Please go download my music if you enjoy it. Check it out on YouTube, and yeah, go download it. It's very experimental, it's very interesting electronica, new types of synth. I'm pretty sure you've never heard anything like it before, so listen to it, and if you enjoy it, please go and support me and download it. Now, in all seriousness, okay, yes, I'm not joking when I'm saying we are in a dystopia, when I'm saying that 2020 was the breaking point, was the transition period to enter a new civilization, a new society. And if you're not aware, if you're new to the channel, I talk about this kind of stuff a lot on my channel. I have a whole playlist dedicated to my dystopian series of videos where I talk about modern technologies that are getting out of hand, that are massively improving day by day, and are consuming humanity and taking our souls, breaking the human spirit. And if you're not aware, my sinners, it's pretty obvious, okay, if you do the research, that this is all thanks to big tech, and this is all thanks to the big tech corporations out there who have so much power and control now that they pretty much dominate all of life and governments themselves. I'm talking, of course, about Amazon, okay? I'm talking, of course, about Facebook. That's right, yes, you got it right. I'm talking, of course, about Disney, okay? These corporations are so massively powerful, have so much money, have so many deep pockets, and are in bed with so many dodgy organizations and, corrupt governments worldwide, that yes, that is why this is becoming a dystopian future we are entering. That's why we see technology improving so much, and why people are hooked, addicted on it, and why our freedoms are being absolutely shut down, our human rights, censorship worldwide, complete agenda pushing mentality of, these new ways of thinking that don't make any sense. If you just go back 5 years, you can see how much this has ramped up in recent times. And I'm pretty sick and tired of it, okay? I'm trying to combat this on my channel. I'm trying to fight against the dark future that we could be living in about 5 to 50 years time, when everyone is just consumed by technology and everyone is consumed by VR, AR, robotics, and everything becomes digital, nothing becomes pro-human spirit. We start merging with machines like Neuralink, okay, and Boston Dynamics, okay. This is the next step. Now, I'm sure you've seen this little video going around the internet. It's very popular. Look, it's so funny. Robots dancing. Wow, what a time to be alive. I didn't know we have machines so advanced and so capable. I didn't know that we have machines so capable and so highly advanced that they can actually do things that humans do, like dancing, but even better, even more organized, because they don't require stamina, they don't require any kind of nourishment to keep doing their little jiggy dance, okay? They can just keep going forever. They just need to be charged up, and hey, they can go back at it forever, okay? And that's the magical time that we live in. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are just thinking, wow, this is a fun little video, okay? But no, it's not, okay? I've talked about this before in previous videos about Boston Dynamics and how evil they actually are, okay? Because if you're not aware, if you're just a brainless zombie and this is the first time you're seeing the Savior channel, and no offense to you, that's good that you're here, but Boston Dynamics, okay, is a disgusting company, okay? They are making robots for the military, that's on the record, okay? The main funder of Boston Dynamics is SoftBank, okay? And if you don't know about that organization, they have some very dodgy stuff going on with their corporation and the people they interact with, the organizations that they are linked with. It's pretty disgusting stuff if you actually look into it. Like I said, I can't actually say it here because I will definitely be taken down, but they are in pretty deep with some pretty bad people, and we all know that these machines are just going to go off to the highest bidder. And let me think, who's going to pay the most to benefit from these machines? Do you think it's going to be people who just want a little robot butler because they can? No, of course not, okay? Let's be honest. It's going to be the military. It's going to be the police, okay? It's going to be the end of manual labor. When we're already losing jobs in 2020, like I said, because it's the new normal, it's a great reset, we're not gonna have manual labor anymore, okay? Why would you need to hire a sweaty, disgusting man when you can have a robot build your house for you? The robot never complains. It doesn't ever complain about not getting enough money. It doesn't complain it's not getting any food or enough rest or enough holidays. It doesn't complain that it doesn't get enough social life. It will do anything that you want it to. It's not going to get tired. It's not going to get sick, okay? And it can lift and perform far better than an average human. So why would we ever use humans for manual labor when we can have robots do the job far more better and far more effectively in the future? So we have to think about that. Not only are we entering a digital world where everything is going to be done digitally, social interactions are going to be done digitally, currency will be digital, everything is going to be digital. That's what they want. That's what big tech and these powerful corporations who are linked with governments want, okay? They want a new future dystopia, which I've been talking about now for a whole year. And if you're new to the channel, I would highly recommend you check out my other videos. You know, everyone is just kind of in a slumber at the moment because we all know that something weird is happening, and it's quite transparent really if you do the research, if you realize what these companies and what these corporations are really up to, and they just fool the masses by releasing funny little videos that look harmless, that look fun. But can you imagine the same video, but instead of them dancing around, just doing a nice little human, cool, happy, friendly family dance, okay? Imagine them all dancing around, but they've got submachine guns strapped to their arms, they've got a minigun attached to Spot's back. Can you imagine that? I think that would set a slightly different tone, because in the future, police dogs, they're not going to be needed. The streets and people will just be maintained and controlled and patrolled by Spots, by these robots, because when they start getting manufactured, you know, in massive quantities, okay, in huge quantities, because yes, they're very expensive to make, but when they have enough money, when they have enough backers by these bigger corporations and they can produce tons of these robots, okay, can you imagine what the world would look like then when they are completely dominated by robotics, that any corporation can buy these robotics, can program them to, you know, be used in any way that they wish, okay? That's a very scary future if you ask me, okay? And that's just a small part into the bigger future dystopia plan that is taking place in the last couple of years, and I've been talking about it a lot on my channel, and I know a lot of you people are tuned in, and I really do appreciate that. That's why I love my Savior community. You know, not only do we have fun with making videos and fun with making music, but we also have this more serious side when I discuss the use of social media technologies and the dystopia that is coming to us. And some might say, I sound like a crazy person. There's no dystopia, okay? Well, to you, little Jimmy, okay, you're crazy, okay? Because just look at how much things have advanced in recent times with VR and AR and mobile phone addiction and technology addiction and social media manipulation, okay? It's so transparent, and people are now hooked. We are now integrated with the internet, and it's only going to get more and more sinister within time, and Boston Dynamics will basically replace manual labor, replace the military, replace the police, and they will become the most powerful and dominant force of governments and corporations to control the masses, to make sure people comply with new regulations that they're going to keep pushing, and they're of course going to be used for surveillance and just massive control, pretty much. Now, I'm not saying Boston Dynamics, the company, the individual company, is bad. Obviously, they're just making, they're just pushing robotics as far as they possibly can, but we need to think about the evil and disgusting corporations that are going to take advantage of Boston Dynamics. And when I say take advantage, I just mean offer them a lot of money, and of course they're going to take that money, and then we have a serious problem on our hands, okay, my sinners? And I really want people to start thinking about using technology and how much, technology actually benefits us. Obviously, my sinners, technology is very useful and it has huge advantages, but now we need to see that we are entering a new point where we become integrated with technology, where it completely dominates our lives, where we sell all our data and our privacy for the illusion of security and the illusion of a happy, easy life, but actually we then give away all our freedoms, okay, my sinners? So we really need to think about transitioning into this dystopia, because we are there now. It is happening. We are entering Blade Runner, and to me it's quite scary, and obviously it can be used for really great ways to benefit humanity, like, these bombs, these bombs, they could be bombs as well, let's be real, but you could just strap a bomb onto one of these little suckers and send them off to give some biscuits to your grandma, whatever. What I'm trying to say is they can actually be used for good as well. They could be used to defuse bombs. They could be used to go into tight spaces where a human would never risk themselves to try and rescue someone in an earthquake, okay? This could be used in beneficial ways, of course, as well. But let's be real, humanity and these greedy corporations, they're going to come in and they're going to dominate these robotics to be used for evil, and that's just part of the future dystopia we are heading towards, because now these corporations have so much power and control, so much so that we have never seen this before in history, so much so that they are more powerful and more influential than actual governments, and they can buy pretty much anything, okay? So that's just something to think about. What we need to do to combat this is spread the message around to stop limiting people's to limit our usage of social media and these social technologies and companies that are very transparent with how evil and disgusting they are when they are trying to push forward this new future dystopia, like Facebook. Don't buy their VR devices like Oculus Quest 2, because that is very disgusting what they're doing with that device, literally deleting your games and deleting your privacy and all that kind of stuff, censoring you to comply with their ways of speech. There are things we can do to combat the dystopia, but we first need to spread this message, because a lot of people are still very asleep, and that is what I love to do on this channel, and I hope that you find this conversation interesting. Maybe you don't agree with me, maybe you think I'm overreacting, but so far I've predicted many things that have actually come true, and it's pretty astonishing. Honestly, I wish people would realize how in touch I am with this situation, because not many people are covering this, not many people are talking about it, but actually it's here, it's happening, and at least that's what I think, and it's very transparent if you actually do the research, so I highly recommend that you do that, my sinners. Hopefully things won't be as bad. Hopefully there will be people to make sure that these corporations like Facebook and stuff are in check, and Boston Dynamics won't be used in all these negative ways. Hopefully there will be restrictions and regulations to actually prevent this from becoming fully mad and absolutely crazy with their use of power, but who knows, okay? Anyway, my sinners, I hope you enjoyed the video. That is my problem with Boston Dynamics in 2021, okay? That is the problem with Boston Dynamics in 2021. It's very clear to me that now their robots have progressed so much and they've improved so much. Just go back 5 years ago and they looked like clunky little robots, but now they are fully autonomous. I'm not sure if that's the word. They are fully integrated by doing all the things a man can do and do it much better, okay? Like dancing, like lifting heavy objects, like moving almost perfectly like a human, okay? They have advanced so much and I honestly think that we're going to start seeing a huge rollout of these robots by 2021, and moving forwards into 2030. That's when we're going to see a huge push of these robots being manufactured. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it, why I think Boston Dynamics are evil, why I think these corporations are very dangerous, why robotics can be used with, really why robotics can be used in such a positive way and help people, like people who have lost limbs. Imagine having these types of robot arms for someone who has lost a limb, or, like I said, helping doctors with procedures. It could be used in so many different ways. Just having a postman be a robot, but at the same time, we've got to realize that we are trying to protect people's jobs, because if robots replace humans, then there's not going to be a need for us anymore. And I think it's pretty crazy. But yes, my sinners, that's the problem with Boston Dynamics in 2021. That is why Boston Dynamics are evil, and that is why Boston Dynamics are dangerous, and we really do need to think about this, because the dystopia is here and it's coming. And I just wanted to share my thoughts and opinions, because this video has gone viral. It's just bringing more attention to Boston Dynamics, and we actually need to think about this logically, not just look at it and be like, haha, look, it's a robot doing a dance. Duh, duh.